Most people I meet have plenty of the first two. It's the last one they miss out on. They don't want money from you. They don't want favors from you. They genuinely want to see you become the best version of yourself. The other thing you brought up, you were kind enough to bring up, I genuinely believe most everybody has a BS radar.
How do you avoid the what's in it for me? So you're talking about investing in relationships. How do you make sure that that relationship is about the other person and not self-centered or has some kind of, I've heard you talk about people have got a BS radar, right? So how do you make sure that it's altruistic, that you're really taking a genuine care in the other person?
Yeah, it make you bring up a great point. In relationship economics, my seminal work and one of the early writings that I've done now I'm completely rewriting the third edition of that book that'll be released next year. I talk about three types of relationships, right? First one is your personal. These are friends. These are people that are just like you and me. And maybe you go, fishing, or you go hunting, or you go, they're next door neighbors and friends. They're discretionary because we pick and choose who we want to associate with. We're never sure their relevance in our professional lives. So my next door neighbor, really nice guy, runs a small landscape business. We've been to their home, they've been to ours, but it's not really relevant with the large enterprises that I work with. So that's one type of a relationship. The next group are your functional relationships. Mick, these are, let's be honest, they're not discretionary. We may not pick them, maybe some of our colleagues or some of our clients or partners, but they're still safe because of the context of our work together. I may not want to go have a beer with them after work, but I work with them throughout the day functionally to get things done. Most people I meet have plenty of the first two. It's the last one they miss out on, which is really their strategic relationships. And if you've ever met these individuals, they demonstrate very early on in our interaction a vested interest in you and your success without an agenda. They're very authentic. They're very real. They don't want money from you. They don't want favors from you. They genuinely want to see you become the best version of yourself. And I think, to your question, if we all focus on in that early interaction, how can I be an asset? How can I add value to this other person? In essence, how can I give a hand before I have my hand out? That's how you begin to set yourself apart. The other thing you brought up, you were kind enough to bring up, I genuinely believe most everybody has a BS radar. If you're not authentic, if you're not real, if you show up at that coffee meeting or that meal or that next Zoom session with an agenda, they're going to see right through that. And most people are going to disengage, if not going to give you that arm's length treatment. So, and this is not a religious comment by any stretch, but our pastor at our church says, the bigger the gap between who you really are and who you pretend to be, the more exhausting life becomes.
Oh, wow. Yes.
Because you always have to put up a front, right? And sooner or later, people will see right through that. So I think particularly this last 18 months, if you think about it, the relationships we spend more time with, it actually hasn't been more, it's been fewer, but it's fewer, more authentic, more real, more genuine, more depth relationships that we've had. Because those are the people that know us and hopefully like us and trust us and want to work with us. And I think increasingly we crave that. We crave that authenticity. We crave the real you, not the facade that you think you should put up to try to impress somebody. So being authentic, I would submit, is one of the biggest investments you can make in yourself and in how you show up when you engage, when you try to influence others.